Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're hopping into a video on should you summon for anyone before Escanor. And in my personal opinion, I don't think you should unless you're a massive whale. So the thing is, there's going to be about 4 or 5 units coming out before. Like, there's a few more potentials if they do a really big banner. But chances are they're going to split it up as much as possible, try to make as much money, and so forth. So the first one that we're suspecting is either EASTIN or the Archangels to be dropping this Tuesday. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be EASTIN alongside Valenti, the blue Valenti. I'll pop her up in just a second after I talk over EASTIN. And what EASTIN or Valenti is for a boss battle, the final boss with Bon and Elaine, I believe, is what they were. And yeah, we'll talk about her in just a second. But for EASTIN, she was really good at countering Goddess Elizabeth. So if you guys really like her character, which I can understand why, just from this small picture you can't really see much, but has very good personality, I guess, is what some of the YouTubers say. But what she does, she increases all allies' pierce rate, crit chance, and crit damage by 5% per debuff on enemies. So it's basically like weakness, or weak point. And then alongside with her weak point, it is absolutely insane. So you have debuffs on her, you inflict weak point, and then you just blast into someone and they just die. They just die by a rank 3. She one-shots basically any unit on the Lost Vein Elizabeth Glue Eater team, which is monumentally huge. And then she, on her other attack or disable card, she disables recovery skills for 2 turns, and then disables recovery skills, prevents ultimate gauge from filling up, and decreases attack by 20% for 3 turns. So that's probably just that Lost Vein can't one-shot your EASTIN in 1 turn. That's what I assume that is for. And then, since you can't heal, because King used to be the other main component alongside the Goddess Liz and Lost Vein team, so he would just cleanse everything off, bada bing, bada boom, and ult. But now, you can't do that. Or when she dropped, you couldn't do that, and she also prevents ultimate gauge from filling up. So she was a very good counter to the Goddess Liz Ult Rush team, which was super prevalent. That's the only thing you faced, and then you saw her. And then she just started smacking, and it was absolutely insane. Well, I believe she dropped off when King came around, if I'm not mistaken. Like, she's still good, or she was still good, but I think the King team just destroyed her, because that's when I stopped seeing videos on her, because I only watch a few JP players, so I'm not 100% certain. I haven't played JP up until like this week, so I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure after that she dropped off. And then when the 1 dropped, she was just non-existent. There was no point in even using her. She would just get obliterated. And actually, I should probably find the other character, Valenti. Summer Valenti. So what she does, she is basically only meant to fill in the void for a unit to summon on for the final boss. So you can score that top 0.1% extra. Get that nice banner or whatever it was, the picture frame or whatever. I can't remember what it is. But you apply Infect for 2 turns on enemies who have used buff skills. And Bon, I believe, uses like a taunt or something. I can't remember, honestly. I never actually even watched those. But it excludes ultimate move skills, applies when entering battle. Okay. It inflicts detonate on all enemies. So, I mean, I guess that's a good attack. And then this one apparently actually does do damage, the little duck, for whatever reason. Inflicts damage equal to 450% on attack on one enemy, prevents ultimate gauge move orders from filling up for 2 turns. And then inflicts rupture, which I believe they buff as well, so therefore she can just absolutely obliterate them. I could be wrong though, obviously. I didn't ever watch anything on Valenti because I've never been interested by Valenti. And the term, yeah, look at her unit rating. I forgot to show that on EASTIN, but you guys probably saw it, or you can just scroll back a little. But she is horrible in like everything except final boss, Bon and Elaine. And it's really disappointing because she could have been good, but she just has like basic damage skills pretty much. That's all she really is. This is kind of trash. I pretty sure from what I remember. This can one-shot if you crit every single hit, but if you don't, I think it's just kind of garbage. So, yeah. But what I think they were going to do is not only because apparently at the end of like big festivals like New Year's, they're gonna drop a final boss battle. Apparently that's a thing. I didn't know that was actually how they did it, but apparently that's how they do it. But also what I think they're going to do is push these two units very close to when the one Escanor drops. So it forces you to make a harsh decision. Now, do I want to get slaughtered in PvP for a few weeks? Or do I want to summon, be out of gems, and not get the one? Or summon, and then summon on the one, and spend money? That's probably why they're doing that. And that's why I believe these two are going to drop first. Valencia and EASTIN, because I don't think they're anywhere good enough to be summoned on compared to these two. These two have their own separate meta-shaping teams. Tarmail with his insane defense, full counter team, and then Sariel with his massive burst damage team that just one-shots any unit in the game pretty much with his rank 3 single target. So yeah, don't summon on this banner unless you just really, really, really like EASTIN or Valencia. I don't think it would ever be worth it. Granted, yes, they could misshape and change how the banner is. Like, what if they do one Archangel and, like, EASTIN on a team, and then or the other character, and then the other Archangel on a team? That could be a possibility, but I don't see why they would do that. That would kind of just diversify the money they would make. I don't know. I don't make these games, so they can do whatever they want. They're going to make money either way. Now, Tarmail and Sariel. These two are absolutely insane. When they first came out, Tarmail was kind of meh, because, I mean, they just didn't it didn't sound insane, because, oh, decrease all enemies max HP by 200% of the hero's defense. Oh, so that's like, what, 20k? But he's actually, like, insane. But Sariel, they saw this, because they give a buff to the Severed card, right? I think it's Severed card, or am I wrong? I'm pretty sure it's Sever. It apparently Sever doubles the chance of a critical damage to happen, but now they buffed it to triple critical chance to happen. So therefore, he crits basically every single hit, which is insane. Along with his passive, his grace. His grace. If a critical strike occurs when the hero uses a skill, ignore 50% of the enemy's critical defense. So what that means is, if you crit, you basically do more damage because it's ignoring 50% of the critical defense. So you do a bit more crit damage. And then his passive increases the basic status of goddess allies by 20% of the hero's basic stats. So you do more damage, you have more HP, and you have more defense with the goddesses on your team. And so yeah, inflict sever damage equal to 300% of attack on all enemies. What is Hauser's actually? I'm gonna skip her real quick. Character list. Hauser, what's his? It's on. Oh, it is 300, so it's the exact same. Okay, I was just curious. All right, back to her. So it's the exact same, but he is just so much better. He has better stats, I believe, is why. More pierce rate, which Hauser does have a decent amount of pierce rate, but crit damage, I'm pretty sure is trash. Crit chance, I'm pretty sure it was trash. I don't know. He's just not a good character. He is a SSR, but I don't know. Whoops, I went right over it. Power Strike. The more resistance you have, the more damage you do. So that's why if you use Droll, the blue Droll, you want to do your AoE first, and then do the single target, because that way if they have more resistance, you do more damage, which is insane. Because you can't even stop it if they have Droll. Or if you have Droll, you just can't stop it. It just... You're dead. You're just dead. And then his ult literally one-shots at like 1/6, I'm pretty sure. Because it's severed 3 times crit chance increase. Oh, I didn't know that. You could just hover over it. Okay. Well, that would have been easier. Yeah. 630%. You crit, you're done. You're dead. Like, there's no way. I don't think I've ever seen Sariel's ult not crit. And so... Oh, I should go over Tarmail. Yeah, so I went over his passive. His grace, when the hero takes damage on an enemy's turn, recovers HP equal to 150% of defense at the start of the ally's turn. So it's basically like you have a lot more recovery rate. Or regeneration. It's regeneration. Recovery rate is something different. So yeah, if you survive and you don't die their turn, you go on to your turn, you get more HP. Simple as that. Inflicts damage equal to 120% of attack on one enemy and depletes one ultimate orb. Alright, so this is basically Merlin's card, I'm pretty sure is all it is. Nothing too special, but very good, very good. Especially for a team, on his team, there's really no one that can take away ultimate gauge, so since he has that, it's very good. Assumes a stance for one turn, which reduces the final damage taken by 40%. When an ally is attacked, and takes 40% of the reduced damage. Oh, my brain just was like, what? Screw it, we'll read the rank 3. Assumes a stance for 3 turns, which reduces the final damage taken by 65% when an ally is attacked. Okay. So, what you do is you do a stance, your entire team takes less damage, and then you take 30% of the reduced damage. So he's kind of like taking the brunt of the damage. It kind of just like melts over your entire team. It's not just one stick of butter. You like melt butter over the entire... What do you put butter on? Meatloaf, there. Potatoes, I don't know. God, my brain just was like, huh? But yeah, so he's very good with Estarossa because Estarossa taunts. You have to attack Estarossa. You do less damage to Estarossa, and then Tamriel tanks that. And then if your allies get attacked, you get HP. So yeah, it's a very slow meta playing team. And you want to make this man triple defense, guys. I'm fairly certain you want triple defense. That's the only way you should ever use Tamriel. And you could use HP defense, but I'm pretty sure triple defense is way superior. Just in terms if you want to use this guy. Also for Sariel, HP crit. HP crit damage. That's another thing. So yeah, I might make a video gearing all like the main good units in the future, but I don't know. So yeah, I think they're going to push this man back, definitely. I think they're definitely going to push this man back a week or two. I saw somebody saying like first or second week of February, so I think it's going to be the second week of February. So as soon as this banner would go away, most likely, maybe we might have a filler banner. I don't know. And then after this, I think Jericho, because Jericho is the person that came right before Escanor. She's just basically a simp unit. She is absolute trash, to be honest. I don't think she's that good. Like, yeah, she does damage, but I just don't think her cards merge that well. Now, I could totally be wrong. I have not used her. She could be very good. I saw Nagato's video, but I just think that they're too squishy. I think that she's too squishy. 5,300 HP. Sariel has 6,600. I just don't think that I think Jericho's are too squishy. They do get a massive buff, though, apparently with a crit damage and crit chance, I think, and resistance. Like, her resistance and regeneration is 0. Why? Why give a character with 0 stats in general? Give them at least, like, 5. Just give them something. I don't know. But, yeah. Her Ice Blade attack inflicts damage equal to 360% of attack on one enemy and freezes it for 2 turns. When the freeze is removed by using skills, ultimate moves, or after turns have passed, inflict damage equal to 40% of the remaining HP. So it's kind of dumb that you can't kill because it says 40% of the remaining HP, even though, imagine if it was 40% of full HP, that would be insane. There would actually be a debuff that you need to take off, but no, it's always remaining HP. So yeah, I don't think it's that good, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. And then when hero uses skill and critical hits occur, decrease the defense-related stats of the enemy that took the critical damage by 40% for 2 turns. I wish if you crit, it applies before the actual damage takes place. Obviously, I don't even know if that could be a thing. Or she just applies it in general if she used a certain skill or something. I don't know. But I think what it's supposed to do is you're supposed to attack, crit with your a lot. I don't know which one it hits a lot. I think it's this one. I don't quite know, but one of them hits a lot, I'm pretty sure. And then you use your passive proc, and then you ult, and then you just absolutely obliterate them. I could see why she would be very good in Red Demon, because you can freeze, and then you do more damage if you attack when it's frozen, so yeah, but I don't know. I don't think she's that great in PvP. I could very well be wrong, though. And then she has Detonate skill. I don't know. I don't think it's that good, but whatever. And then her same old spike. I don't know why she didn't get something like Sariel's where it's severed, so she actually has a higher chance to crit. So, combat class CP. What's her HP? 47,000. I don't even know if that's a lot. I don't think it is. Level 80s. Where is this? Oh, it's not on here. They don't have it on here. Okay, or... Yeah, they don't have it on here. Well, that sucks. Okay, I don't know how to compare it, really. Alright, and then, so, yeah, in my opinion, I don't think you guys should summon on any of them, except for Tarmiel and Sariel. If you're a massive whale, go for the guaranteed 600, get Sariel. Tarmiel, yeah, you can get him too, but I think Sariel is way better, in my opinion. If you can get both, do it. But yeah, that's my opinion. Summon on them, 600 gems if you're a whale. Don't summon if you're free to play. Summon on this man. Assault Meliodas gets countered by this man. Summon on him. You just have to play smarter than the people on day one that you saw Assault Meliodas absolutely clapping everyone. Because the very next day, all you saw was the one counter Meliodas. The one counter Meliodas. That's all it is. You just have to play smart. You just can't one-turn rush everyone. This guy has some pretty beefy HP. So what the one Escanor does, I'm pretty sure I've done this like 3 times already, but I don't care. Content, boys. The hero gains a buff, which increases all stats by 6% at the start of an allied turn. When there are 3 stacks of this effect, remove buffs and become immune to debuffs for 1 turn. After that, remove a stack unit until only 1 stack is left, and stacks the buff accordingly again. So it goes up and down. You go from 1 buff, 2 buff, 3 buff, back down to 2, 1, and then steadily back again. Just like the one from the anime. And then Influx. I believe this is a heavy-duty card. Yep. This is a massive card that you want to just one-shot a unit first, especially if they have Goddess Liz. Influx adds an additional 0.8% damage per 1% remaining HP. So if they do, if they have 100% HP, or if you have 100 HP, you just do an extra 80% damage. So I don't know how much that, I don't know if that just adds it, or it's like 500% damage. Whatever damage you do, say it's 100,000, you add 80,000 damage to it. I don't know if that's how that works. It might. I'm not 100% certain. It actually sounds correct, to be honest. It sounds correct. And then Supernova. This one is not the best card, and it's a 2-hit combo, so I guess there's a higher chance to crit, which is good unless you face Lost Vein, but honestly, Lost Vein gets obliterated by the 1, so yeah. Inflicts raw damage 600% of attack on 1 enemy. So you want to do this card first, kill, and then do this card again and kill him again. That's kind of what you're hoping for. And then the ultimate. This thing is insane. So you inflict damage equal to 720% of attack on 1 enemy, then inflict additional death damage. So basically, if you're at 6/6, you do a whole 100% extra damage. So you do 1 million damage the first ult. You do another 1 million damage to some random unit because 1 million damage kills anybody. So, yeah. His ult is absolutely insane. I highly suggest summoning for the 1. I am going to. I want to go 1,800 gems deep on this man. I don't care. I'm saving up all the rest of my gems all the way until the 1, which I believe that he's going to drop on the anniversary, which is March 3rd or 2nd, I believe. So, guys, please save your gems. Don't get shafted by these banners. Like, there's going to be so many good units on this man. I assume they're going to bring back all the other festival units as well. So there's going to be Goddess Liz, Lost Vein, King. So I really hope you didn't summon on the King banner like I did. And yeah. So at the very end of the day, 600 gems on Sariel Tarmiel banner. The rest on not Lost Vein, Escanor's banner. That's what I suggest. And with Assault Meliodas, if you really, really, really want him, skip Tarmiel and Sariel. Go 900 gems on the 1. Save as hard as you can for like a week or 2 or however long. I think it's a month after, and then go just all in on Assault Meliodas. Because Sariel and Tarmiel, I am 99% certain will be on that banner. Because they weren't on the 1 on the JP, but they were on Assault Meliodas' banner. But there were no festival units on Assault Meliodas' banner. So that's like the give or take, because there's a lot of commandments on the Assault Meliodas' banner, and there's like none on the 1s, I'm pretty sure. Like, there's a few, but there's not, like, the God tier ones. So, yeah, in my opinion, that's what you should do. Either 600 on Tarmiel Sariel, the rest on Escanor, or skip Tarmiel Sariel, 900 on Escanor, get him 1/6, and then the rest on Assault Meliodas. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for the continued support. I would love a comment down below. Tell me how your day's going, and hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.